Welcome to the instructional video on Hay Harvested Production Report, or HPR. In this demonstration, you will see how you, as an AFSC client, can view and enter your hay harvested production information for the current crop year in AFSC Connect. You will be able to enter your hay HPR details in AFSC Connect from August 1st to the October 15th deadline every year. And after the October 15th deadline, you can enter HPR details until December 31st with a penalty. To make it easier for you, your HPR information can be entered and saved as you finished harvesting each field, as you can access AFSC Connect from your mobile device. Go to the AFSC website at www.afsc.ca. Once the website has opened, click on the Login tab. If you have already created an online account with AFSC, click on the link Log in to AFSC Connect. If you have not, click on Click Here and follow the instructions to create an account. Or you can view a step-by-step instructions if you click on the link Create or Update Online Account. Type in your username and click Continue. Enter your password and click Enter. When you log in, you will see the home page. Click on the My Insurance box to see your insurance subscriptions. A list of your insurance subscriptions will be displayed. To open the hay subscription information, click on View Details. Click on the plus icon to expand the Harvested Production Report information. To enter harvested production information, click on Enter Harvested Production Report. This will open the Harvested Production Report. Begin at the top by answering the question regarding carryover inventory by clicking on the drop-down arrow and selecting Yes or No. If you select Yes, a box will open to allow you to enter the amount of carryover inventory you have for each hay crop type you have insured. Enter the amount of carryover inventory in the appropriate hay crop type and click Save. Once the carryover inventory information is completed and saved, click on Hide Detail to collapse the box. To begin entering the harvested production, click on the plus icon to open that crop type. Your insured fields will be listed on the left side. The field must be added to enable you to enter harvested production information. The field can be added one at a time by clicking on the land location. This will move the field to the right and the information can be entered. If a field is added and you want to remove it, click on the garbage can icon on the right and the field will be returned to the left-hand side. To add all the fields at once, click on Add these fields. Once the fields are added, you can begin entering harvested production information. All boxes marked with a red asterisk are mandatory fields. Enter information from left to right. First, enter the number of harvested acres. Click on the drop-down arrow to select the unit of measure. If the unit of measure is something other than bale, select Other. Next, indicate which cut number the reported production is for by clicking on the drop-down arrow and selecting either first, second, or third from the list. Select the type of bale by clicking on the drop-down arrow and selecting either round or square. Enter the number of bales harvested for that cut. You can enter the weight of the bales in pounds if known, and also the percentage of moisture. Then complete the production information for the other fields. If you put up square bales and round bales on the same field, you have to add a new row to enter the other bale type by clicking on Add New Row, and enter the production for the other bales. Once the information is saved, you can see the total number of round bales and square bales for that crop type in the insured production yield at the top of the crop type. When you want to enter production from your second or third cut, click on Add New Row and enter the production information for that cut. Once all production information is entered, click Save to ensure all information is saved and totaled in the insured production yield. Now that the production information is entered, you need to indicate whether this year's production is stored, if it was fed, or if it was sold. To enter stored production, scroll down to Stored and click in the Stored box. This will open a box where you can enter the number of round or square bales of this year's production that is stored. Once the information is entered, click Save and then click Close to close the stored box. If some of this year's production was fed, click on the Fed box. Enter the number of bales of this year's production that were fed. Click Save and then click Close. If some of this year's production was sold, click on the Sold Delivered box. Enter the number of bales sold and click Save and then click Close. The number of stored, fed, and sold production that was entered in these boxes will populate into the total production at the top, which should equal the insured production for that crop type. If these numbers do not equal, you will receive a warning message when you validate and submit. Now scroll down to enter the dates the first, second, and third cut was completed. To add a date, click in the box and select from the calendar the appropriate date the cut was completed for that crop type. Now, complete the production information for any other crop types in the same manner. There is a comment box at the bottom of the page where you can add any additional comments regarding the harvest you think is important to tell AFSC. After comments have been added, click Save. Once all the information is entered, collapse all the crops by clicking on the minus icon beside each crop type. You can see the insurance production yield for each crop type, as well as the total production for each crop type. The totals in the insured production yield is the amount that was harvested, and the total production is the amount that is stored, fed, or sold. As mentioned earlier, these amounts should equal. If they don't, you will receive a warning message when you validate and submit. Prior to clicking on Validate and Submit, you should click on Declaration and read the declaration statement. Click on Close when finished. Now click on Validate and Submit. A number of validations will be performed. If there are warnings, you will receive a message that you have an item to review. You can click on Continue Reviewing and go back and make a correction. Or you can click on the Submit button and the HPR would be submitted to AFSC with a warning. You will receive a message once your harvested production report has been submitted successfully. To return to the subscription detail page, click on Return to Subscription Detail. Once you are back on the subscription detail page, you can see who last updated the HPR and the date and time it was last updated. Once your harvested production report has been submitted, you can go back and look at the information by clicking on the plus icon and then selecting View Harvested Production Report. Your information you completed will be on the screen. If you have any changes to make to the information after you have submitted your harvested production report, please contact AFSC. That concludes the demonstration on completing your hay harvested production report in AFSC Connect. We hope you found this video informative. You can contact AFSC through our website, by telephone, live chat, email, or by visiting one of our branch office locations.